What's going on, fam? CA for Jesus here. Good morning. Back with another off the cuff. This one is titled Be Bold as a Lion. Okay? So, in this spiritual battle, we're in a war, guys, and we have to remember that it's a 24/7 battle. And there's going to be a time where we are focusing on offense, and then there's going to be a time where we're focusing on defense. Now, we want to be happy warriors. All right. So we're fighting the good fight of faith. Remember that. So as much as we can, we want to stay positive. We want to be full of joy. All right. Because ultimately that's going to uplift us, right? If we're in an angry state all the time, if we're in a negative state, that's just going to drain our energy, and we can't be lights for people in the darkness. So we want to be full of joy as much as possible, positive as much as possible. And that is playing offense. But there's going to come a time where we're going to have to play defense. Think about a war. We got to be war ready, guys. Think about actual war, combat, what we understand in the physical realm. When the squadron, when the platoon, when they've they're taking out the enemies, they're getting into enemy territory, and they're gaining ground. That's offense. That's a great thing. But with that offense, we don't want to get too comfortable. All right, we have to remember that as we're playing offense, the enemy's gonna come up with new tactics and new strategies to attack us. And I think about our strongholds and our weaknesses and our vulnerabilities as a fruit tree, right? So when we knock out something that's the low-hanging fruit, a big stronghold in our life, then Satan's going to use the higher hanging fruit, the things that are less obvious, that are more subtle to get to us. So as we're playing offense, we have to also be sober, be vigilant. Okay? Because the enemy's going to come, because the enemy is prideful, and he's not going to let us go down easy. Okay, we don't want to give Satan more credit than he deserves. He's pathetic, he's weak, but he is sneaky, he's strategic. All right, so once once we slay the low-hanging fruit, then we have to go for our higher-hanging fruit and be sober and be vigilant. So in that times when the enemy's attacking back, we have to play defense. We have to be war ready. And we have to remember that we're protected. Remember who you have in your corner. You got the King of Kings. You have the Lord of Lords, the God of the universe. And we have authority in Jesus' mighty name. So let's go to the word here. So let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs, if you're seeking wisdom, ask God and he will openly give it to you. But Proverbs, this is also another one of my favorites in the Bible. I'm still trying to understand the Old Testament. It's a little bit tough, but through Bible studies, through mentorship, through research, through Google, through YouTube, I'm learning little by little. But Proverbs is amazing if you're seeking wisdom. So Proverbs chapter 28, verse 1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. Okay, so yeah, we're living righteously. We're on this narrow path. We're on the front lines, so we're going to get attacked the most. If you want to go sit on the sidelines, Satan's going to leave you alone. Well, I mean, he might use his weaker minions to maybe bully you around. You know, think about the you know, you got like the kind of the nerdy wimpy kid in school, and then you have, you know, the star athlete, but then you also have the bully. So you have the star athlete. If he is you know, if he has a good head on his shoulders, if he has a good conscience, if he's walking with God, then he's gonna stick up for the weak. When that bully, you know, has an ego issue, has a pride issue, and you know, he's gonna go after the weak ones. So, but the righteous, they're bold as a lion. So the righteous stick up for the weak. They empower the weak. They train the weak to be bold as well too. And this is something that we're not seeing enough of in church. And I'm not blaming, I'm not here to act like I'm all high and mighty, like I'm the big bad, you know, I'm big bad and tough or anything. I still got, you know, I still have to really check myself every day and test myself every day. But too many of our men, man, in the church, we don't understand. Like we don't know how to be bold because the church didn't teach us that, man. All right, so let's go to Luke chapter 10, and we're going to read verses 17 through 20. So the parable here is called The Laborer's Joyful Return. And the 70 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through thy name. And as he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. So he kicked him out of heaven, man. Amen. He used his authority. Verse 19. Ooh, this is one of my favorite verses in the Bible right here, guys. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Verse 20. Notwithstanding in this rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice, because your names are written in heaven. So when we start to truly walk in our authority and know and really embrace our inner lion, then nothing by any means can hurt us. Because like I said, we got the King of Kings in our corner, right? And yeah, there's no fear. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. God did not give us a spirit of fear. He gave us power, as it says in Luke 10:19 right here. He gave us power, he gave us love, and he gave us a sound mind. So no need to think twice when we're playing defense, well, and offense too. Because God gave us that power, he gave us that love, and we don't think twice because we have a sound mind. Our mind is clear. As I said, double-minded. Sorry, guys. MS a little bit. Caused me to slur my words a little bit, so I apologize. I'm getting fired up here. We have a sound mind, a clear mind. And as I said in a previous video, double-mindedness is torture. So you have to make a decision and love the decision you make. I hope you make the right decision. Your decision is walking with Christ. That's the only way to go. Any other way is just chaos and confusion. We seek clarity. We seek peace through Jesus Christ. Okay? So find yourself some warriors in Christ. People that are truly going to step out on the front lines and fight back, because there's just too many churches and too many Christians, especially men. I'm not trying to spank you. I'm just trying to bring a little conviction here. Okay? We have to understand we are slaves to righteousness, and as slaves to righteousness, we are bold as lions. Nothing can hurt us. Okay? There's too many timid Christians out there. And that's why we're in a state that we're in. As Vodi Bakum said, the 11th commandment, thou shalt be nice. We don't have to be nice. Yes, brotherly kindness is one of the fruits of the Spirit. Patience is one of the fruits of the Spirit. And yes, we should live at peace with all man as much as possible. But sometimes it's just not possible. We have to play defense. We have to fight back. And understand too, guys, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We're not mad at that person. We're not fighting against that person. We're fighting against that demon within the person. Okay? All right. A little fired up here, but it's Friday. It's been a long week. It's been a week of a lot of battles, but we're fighting the good fight of faith. So don't take this message as we got to go out there and be vigilantes. Okay? Don't let that spirit of anger creep in. Like I said, anger's not a sin, but we're slow to anger. And that's the easiest way for the enemy to get a foothold. So pay attention. Is this anger coming from my flesh, from my pride, or is it righteous anger? Because even Jesus Christ had righteous anger when he flipped over those tables, warring against the Pharisees. So yeah, just remember, we're bold as lions, and remember that we have power. We have authority over these demons. Nothing can hurt us. We have the King of Kings in our corner. All right? So I hope this message was blessed. I hope this message has blessed you all, man. This is our sword, okay? This is how we fight back. I hope that this convicted someone, and I hope it also brought peace and clarity. All right, so everybody have a great weekend. All right, I'm just a little fired up this morning, but remember, we're happy warriors. All right, always be keeping a smile. Our ultimate goal is to win souls for the kingdom, to save souls from seducing spirits, and play offense as much as possible. But know how to play offense, know how to play defense, and ask God for the wisdom to discern when is this situation appropriate for offense or for defense. And God will show you. Just take heed to the signs. All right. So please hit the like button. All right. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It's a tap of a finger. It's a half of a second that it costs you. Okay. If you made it through the entire video, just please hit the like button.